Hey, Christina. First of all, I want to say thank you for allowing me to coach you for the next 10 weeks again, and we'll see how everything unfolds. Let's go ahead and get an in-body for you, and we'll just really draw the line in the sand as we go into this 2023. All right, so I believe you still have your target. Let's 21 days, really dial in on those inner 3 circles, okay? So just remind me, if you didn't get a food target, remember every time you eat, you want a carb, a protein, and a fat, that nice balance. So that's gonna help satiate you, and it's gonna help you to stay satisfied longer. So remember, I don't want you going past 4 hours without eating. Make sure you're getting in 4 to 5 meals, depending on how early you wake up in the morning. Okay, water. When you first wake up, get that bottle of water. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, so this is gonna be one of the new programs for you. First of all, every time you start, I want you to start with your 3D matrix. And I think you remember that, but I think I sent you a video, but let's just review. What we're trying to do is drive with the hips. So we're gonna elongate. I'm gonna push my hip forward. Sorry, just got off balance there. You're gonna tap your right toe out in front. If you feel too unbalanced, step forward, push the hips forward, look up, and step back and look down. So we would do driving with the right leg front to back 10 times, 10 times with the left leg. To increase the intensity, you float the toe out there, okay? Then we're gonna go side to side, so 3 and 9 o'clock. So let's just have you tap and reach. So tap and reach the right toe, reach the arms opposite of where that toe is, 10 that way, 10 reaching to 9 o'clock with the left toe. Then we're gonna drive that right leg across your body, hips driving in, arms are going the opposite way. Okay, and then we'll repeat with the left leg driving across the right, pushing the left hip in, and get really long. Extend those hands, okay? We want to lengthen the fascia, okay? That covers everything. And the older we get, the more we need to move it, and make sure you're hydrating. Okay, now we're gonna wrap the right hip around the left. So you can just start here. Right, wraps around the left, and I'm also lengthening through my hands, through my fingertips, and then again plant the right foot so the right foot doesn't go anywhere. Take that left hip and wrap around. Oh, this actually feels so good because this is the first thing I'm doing this morning before I go see my Quiet Storm kids. Okay, so 10 of each of those, 10 reps. Do that one time through, guarantee you're gonna feel more ready to go. All right, then we're gonna hinge at your hips. You're gonna walk out to a plank position. You're gonna walk back, soften your knees, stack and roll it up. Roll the shoulders down and back 3 times. Good, hinge the hips, walk it out to plank. So your hands should be directly under your hips. Squeeze your butt and then walk it back. Stand up, roll your shoulders. You're gonna do that 10 times. All right, then what I want you to do is you're gonna come down to the floor. All right, so if you need to have a chair or something beside you, you're gonna get to that shin box position. You're gonna come up, step up, and then come back down, all right? Go back down on the opposite leg, both knees. However you can, I want you to work at getting up from the ground. Initially, you might have to put a hand down, okay? All right, and then the last little warm-up drill that I want you to do is you're just gonna lay on your stomach. So come on down, and we're just gonna get this nice modified cobra before you get rolling. So you'll do 10 of those, pushing the hips into the ground, looking up to the ceiling. Good, bring it back up, and then we're gonna get started with your T-Rex strap. So just to get started We'll do 5 of the golf swing series. This anchor's pretty high, so I'm gonna lower those. So hands are pressed into the straps. You've got right and left. I know you've done this in the past, right? We'll do singles with the head down, then we'll do doubles, 10 each way, and then we're gonna look over the shoulders for 10, okay? Right and left. Then today we're gonna go into single hand mode. So we're gonna do everything in single hand mode. Your strap should be fully shortened. So to go into single hand mode, you're gonna have the 2 triangles. I think you've done that before. You're gonna take one of the handles and pull it through. Are you close on this, hon? You can see?
Yeah.
Pull that through, the one that's left behind, bring it through. Okay, and then you should have like a mustache. All right, have that mustache. So you wanna hold the handle that has the mustache over top of it. Okay, so the first move is you're holding on with your right hand. We're gonna alternate right to left. You're gonna squat and reach and pull, squat and reach and pull. We're gonna alternate that for a minute. So I want you to set a timer on your clock. You're gonna do that for 1 full minute. So again, you're gonna open, squat, reach back. Grab the right hand with the handle, open, reach back, squat. So you're gonna alternate right to left for a minute. Now, if that's like super taxing, modify it to 45 seconds, but our goal is to get up to a minute. Then you have a 15-second transition. You're gonna go hip inside. So the hip that's facing your anchor point, so my right hip's facing the anchor. I'm gonna step forward with my right foot so they're in line. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find that spot, I'm gonna push out, I'm gonna chop, bring my hands back down, pull it back in. Now that was easy because I was far away from the anchor point. So I'm probably gonna adjust in a little bit, pushing out, making that chop, bring it back down, pulling in. And you'll be able to determine where your position should be. You wanna feel that tension. So I'm here, I'm not like pulling my hip back. I'm driving my hip out, taking my arms over my head, bringing it back, and then you'll do 30 seconds on the right and 30 seconds on the left. So line up, take a step forward, press that out nice and long, over your head, that chop. So I'm not trying to like dive my hip in, I'm trying to push it out. Super challenging to core, right? It's when you do this, you will be like, oh my gosh, that's super hard. Okay, now we're gonna do something what I call a push-pull. So we're lining back up, hip side to the anchor. I'm gonna take my left hand, because my right hip's facing the anchor right now, left hand's gonna grab the handle. I'm gonna lace my right hand over top of my left. I'm gonna allow myself to lay out, and then I'm gonna push and pull across my chest. So I'm pulling and pushing. Hip to the anchor, inside leg, feet are stacked. Allow myself to stretch out. Now I'm pulling and I'm pushing in with my right hand. So it's a pull and push. 30 seconds on the right, you're gonna let that clock run, hopefully you can set it, and then 30 seconds on the left, continuous. All right? So push-pull on both sides. Awesome. Okay, now we're gonna do that hip drop. So this is really core focused if you haven't realized that already. We're gonna put the hands on top of the head. Again, we're hip side to the anchor, feet are stacked. You're always gonna have the inside leg in front of the outside. Now, I'm gonna keep my elbows open. This is where you'll mess up your hair a little bit, that's okay. Determine, now I'm gonna drive my hip out, pull that outside elbow down, keep my hands directly over top of my head. Let me show you on this side. So again, 30 seconds on the right, 30 seconds on the left. Inside leg forward, elbows open, drop the hip and pull open. Drop the hip ankle open. So that tension stays within the strap. You're gonna do that 4 times. So then we start back at the beginning, right? Take about a minute break once you complete those 4, and then you're back to reach and squat, right? You're going into the chops, then you'll go into the push and pull, and then last but not least, that hip drop, okay? Those are the new moves for you on the TRX. Okay, I will be sending more, but that's a good one to get you started. So you can incorporate that into your next training. All right, I'll see you Monday, 8 a.m. Have a great rest of your weekend.